Hello everybody and welcome back to another Barbie as Rapunzel video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Ken as Prince Stefan Doll. And before we start, I'm Chaymie and I like to make toy videos here on my channel, so make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell if you would like to stay tuned for more toy video content. So here we go. It says Ken as Prince Stefan, and it says Rapunzel, let down your hair. And apparently he talks, and I didn't know that until I actually got him. It says Ken doll talks and has sounds, so I wonder what they are. It says Barbie as Rapunzel here. He does have his mask, his shield and sword and everything, but they're already loose in the box. The sword is also somewhere down at the bottom. We have the little kiddos, Kellys and Tommies on the side. And on the back, you have a picture of all of them, and it promotes the playset. And it says Ken can say 3 phrases when you press a button on his back, plus sounds to play out the story. And he is made in China. Alright, that is pretty much it for the box. And now we'll just slide him out and get him out of the box. He still comes with instructional papers, as well as some decals for his mask that you can decorate with. So we'll take a look at them later. All right, now let's just crack him. So, okay. The sword and the shield are already loose, so I'm just gonna put them aside. The mask, however, is still quite attached nicely in there. All right, here he is out of the box, and that was pretty quick. Yeah, surprisingly uncomplicated. So the things he comes with: instructional papers, the decals for his mask, crown, sword, and shield. Here's the shield. So yeah, he has a handle so you can clip it onto his hand. We'll try to put it on him later. And the shield is very familiar, like especially the sword. It's very familiar. I think I have other Kens when I was a kid that actually had these sculpted, the same sculpt sword and shield. I think definitely the crown. I remember I had like the Ken for the Sleeping Beauty Barbie and also the Ken for the Rainbow Princess Barbie, and they all have this crown, the same sculpt, but in silver I think, whereas Stefan has it in gold. And his mask is just this plastic little thingy. And then here is his instructional papers. So it says contents, the doll, blah blah blah, and it does have some batteries. I haven't tried his function yet, so I don't know if the batteries still work. So it says your doll talks and has sounds. Push button on doll's back. Okay, he says 3 lines. And this is how you can strap the shield to his arm, how to replace the batteries, and that is pretty much it. A 360 look of him. Oh, there's actually a hole in his shirt so that you can actually push the button. I don't think that was necessary. You can press this button through the clothes. I don't know. Maybe they just want the kids to be aware that there's a button there. I don't know, but it's funny. And yeah, that's a 360 look of him, and he looks actually pretty good. I do like the fabric of his outfit. It's very shiny. All right, now let's get into the details. Close-up time. All right, so for his face and the head sculpt, he is featured in the 1990 Ellen Ken head sculpt. So this is the Ken sculpt that I grew up with, so I'm quite familiar with the sculpt. Although I don't think I'm very quite fond of it, because compared to Barbie, he just looked much older. And, but I guess it's handsome in a masculine way, I suppose. So yeah, he is smiling. And he has his blue eyes, and then of course rooted hair. So, like, I know that with boy dolls, sculpted hair is the norm now. Even the Disney designer dolls do that, but I always appreciate actual rooted hair, even on short hair and on the boys. Like, I know it's gonna be gelled and slip back and be hard, but still, I love the fact that it has actual rooted hair. So please, more rooted hair on boys too in the future. For doll companies. I know Rainbow Highs does it, so they can do it if they wanted to. All right, and moving on to his outfit, his outfit is actually really detailed. I'm quite impressed by it, because we're all used to, like the girls getting the detail and the boys are kind of just like second thoughts kind of thing. But he is really, really well made. I love the fabric, and I love the puffy sleeves. I love this, brocade kind of thing, embroideries. I'm not really sure what it is, but I love the glittery pattern. And this part is very similar, maybe exact same thing that Barbie has on her dress as well. These little gold trim with the little hoops. And he also has 2 of them on either side of his arms on the sleeves. So the belt is actually stitched to his outfit, but only at the back actually. These parts are just kind of free range. You know, they're not like stitched all the way through, so that's cool. And he has a little plastic buckle. And it's nicely hemmed. I suppose this is called a tunic. I don't really know. Yeah, so and his pants are this kind of gold material. And it's interesting. It's shiny, but it's also matte. It's not very glossy like the top is. And then we have his boots, which are actual faux leather, pleather kind of material. And it's stitched to his pants actually, unfortunately. But it's really cool that he came with these actual boots, but I know that this material will flake. And the reason I got it was like, I was quite surprised how good it looks for 20 years old, you know, because all the cans that I had as a kid with this kind of material have all flaked to oblivion. Like, it's like Thanos' snap. They're gone. So I'm quite impressed and amazed, but I'm also scared like it'll happen sooner or later in my possession, so I don't want that. So let me know in the comments below if you know any like tips and tricks to preserve this kind of material. I would really appreciate it. Now, last but not least, let's get into his talking function. So I haven't pressed it at all yet since he came out of the box. So let's see if the batteries are still working or not. I have a feeling that they won't. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Oh my God, he still works after 20 years? But wow, maybe part of it is because he doesn't have a Chaymie function. So like, even though he is 20 years old, like no one has a chance to ever try his function. But still, my Rapunzel Barbie was new and her brush was already, the batteries in the brush was already like melting. So this is pretty amazing. The owner must have kept him in a really good place. I don't know, wait, okay.
I love you.
I love you.
Will you join me at the ball?
You join me at the ball? Oh. That took me by surprise. I was like, I didn't know you had a trumpet in you, Ken. Like, where is it? Ew. What was that? Was that a kiss? Was that supposed to be a mwah? It sounded really wet. Ken. Okay. Wow. This Ken is the definition of a man who's ready. He already has like courtship music and then wedding music already in him. He's like, I am ready to do it. Like, I'll ask you out to the ball at 7 and let's get married at 10. But it's really cool, I guess.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Okay, the speaker is, I think, is in the front. Okay, I'm quite interested to see where the speaker is. This is exciting. I've never had a talking Ken before. Oh, there we go. But, ooh, I am thoroughly charmed by this Ken. Like, of course you may take me to the ball, Ken. And yes, I will marry you. Anyways, last but not least, articulation. So I'm really glad that he has the pivot head, because when I was younger, all the Kens I had can only do this, you know, so it's really good. I forgot Eric from Nutcracker also had this. No, I remember Eric had the left and right thingy, which was not fun. And then shoulders, hips, rubber legs, so he can click. Oh, he can click. Awesome. Okay, so here is Ken with all his accessories on him. So the shield is snapped onto his arm and his mask is in his belt. So comparing with Eric from the Nutcracker, of course, in terms of the story, like Eric had a more gimmicky gimmick. I don't know what that is. Like, he had an actual like mask hat, additional the cape and all of that. So yeah, but I guess in his sign of sense, I like that instead of just doing a Ken, you know, they at least try to put some gimmick into him, which is the talking function. And I think that's kind of nice.
I love you.
Now before we wrap up, let me just get Rapunzel so that we can have a couple shots. There we go. They're actually really cute together. And I think the color corresponds to each other as well, the blue and the purple. And see, the trims, they're the same, so it's also consistent. So yeah, I like that. Barbie's a little tall right now because she's on a taller stand, but I think Ken can handle a woman who's taller than him, right? So that was it from my review on the Ken as Prince Stefan doll from Barbie as Rapunzel. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you like him? Are you getting him? Or do you already have him? Or do you had him as a kid? And did you have fun playing with his talking function if you had him as a kid? I would very much love to hear it. Alright, so you can also check me out on Instagram at Chaymie Creates for more toy photography. I can't wait to recreate scenarios with these dolls. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, you can thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share. It'll really help out my channel. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye!